What is up, my Slifer Slackers? Mr. Slifer for the Vin here, bringing you a brand new video. And today, people, if I can just get my deck box, because I need to show this off. It's not anything new at all, but, something I want to say is, as the title says, I want to discuss about the Blaster Blade theory, as well as the Luna possibly dying theory. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, in one of my previous videos, when I told you about how Blaster Blade comes back and how there's many Royal Paladin speculations on what the legend deck would be. And quick question, or not question, but quick thing, if you guys wonder why I'm wearing a blanket, it's because it's freaking cold in this room, I swear. I gotta wear a jacket every time I come in here. But what happened is what happened with the Royal Paladin deck, let me see if I can pull them up. Hold on. But a subscriber commented on one of the videos saying that he wanted a Royal Paladin Blaster, like a grade 3 Blaster Blade, and let me see if I can pull that up real quick. But he said that he would love to have a grade 3 Blaster Blade, just like I'm pretty sure a lot of us Royal Paladin players. So, I really gotta find this, because I want to say their name. I want to give them a shout out. So, I'm pretty sure you know who you are, too. I feel like you know who you are. That's the sad thing about this. So, but while I'm looking for that, I'm gonna get on to this whole Luna thing. So, in the opening of Vanguard Gear Gate, I believe, we see Luna cry, like have a smile in her crying, and she's like, as if I'm okay with this. And something I think about this is that when I see that kind of facial expression, it makes me picture someone saying, like, they lived a fulfilled life and they're glad that they lived their life and they're okay with dying. And hold on, it was Risu Kaiser. Risu Kaiser is the one that said this for Blaster Blade, and I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking, as much as I would love to have a grade 3 Blaster Blade, I don't believe it's going to happen. But, Risu Kaiser, I have some news for you. Getting off topic from the Luna deal, Risu Kaiser, I'm going to actually go with your theory that we're going to get a grade 3 Blaster Blade. Now, reason why I'm saying this now is because, in the past, we already have this Blaster Blade. Let's see if I can find it. I don't even know if it's on the top. Like, we already have, of course, let me see if I can find them. We already have this Blaster Blade, right? Yeah, we have that Blaster Blade. And my theory is that, sure, we may not get another Blaster Blade because, well, the armor looks the same. That's the big debate on this. But another deal is, what Blaster Blade do we know that has the armor that looks just the exact same? Here's my answer. Blaster Blade Seeker. Unlike Blaster Blade Liberator, we also have Spirit. Blaster Blade Spirit is also a card that has the same armor. They just have a different name. For instance, Blaster Blade Seeker, it looks just like Blaster Blade. So the ordeal is that, why does Blaster Dark change in a way, but not Blaster Blade? And my theory behind that is, Blaster Blade isn't supposed to change. It's his armor automatically makes you think, as soon as you see his armor, you automatically think, oh, that's Blaster Blade. And don't get me wrong, that's the truth about this. Blaster Blade's armor is discreet. Now, what I want to say is, we also have seen cases of this in the past, as Blaster Blade Burst. True enough, we haven't gotten him as an actual card for English, but we actually have gotten him for Japan. So, if you guys see an artwork of Blaster Blade Burst, you can see that the armor is basically the same, it's just bigger shoulder pads. And it's like, yeah, you can tell that is Blaster Blade. So I'm thinking, what if the Blaster Blade we saw in the final episode of Gear Crisis, What if that's really the grade 3 Blaster Blade? Only Aichi just didn't say the full name. Because keep in mind, when Kai rode Blaster Blade Seeker for the first time, or when he rode Blaster Blade Seeker, the only time he doesn't say Blaster Blade Seeker, well, the only time he does say Blaster Blade Seeker is when he fights Miwa. But aside from that, he just calls Blaster Blade Blaster Blade. His line is literally Tachagere, Oweno Bushi, Rairo, Blaster Blade Seeker. Well, he says something else like something about the true mate in my heart or something along those lines of that. But sadly, my Japanese doesn't correspond to that much. But my theory is that what if the Blaster Blade we saw in that episode is really the Blaster Blade we're gonna see in this later version of the Royal Paladin Legend deck. Now, back to what I was talking about with Luna. In the opening of Vanguard Geargate, she's smiling. Like there's a split second where she's smiling and she turns into a big ball of pink light and then disappears while Arm is like reaching out to her, crying, saying like no, like basically as in a no, don't go. Now, the kind of smile we see on Luna's face, it's a type of smile that's fulfilling, as if you usually see it in anime where an old couple is living and one of them is about to die, or one person is about to die and they're smiling like as if I lived a good life. I'm okay with dying. You don't have to worry about me. That's the type of smile, well, in my opinion, that is the type of smile I see on Luna's face. The type of smile where she's like, it's fine, I know that I'm dying. And I'm glad that all the moments I spent with you were cherished. I cherish every moment with you. That's what I see. That's what I feel like that's getting across to me. And a possible theory is that Arm isn't capable of like doing what she's supposed to do that the organization is telling her to do. And my theory is that maybe just to get off track, if you guys seen Teen Titans and like the good Teen Titans, like the original one, where they had some anime-ish moments, but at the same time it was more action-based and not the stupid shit we have now. If you've noticed that in the final, like one of the final episodes where Raven's dad Trigon comes in, and that he uses Raven as a bit of a portal to get him to Earth. Now, I know I'm kind of stretching it like a mile here, but I'm thinking we might have the same case with Luna and the G units, or the Gear Chronicle Zodiac units. Whereas, instead of using Arm's body, because Arm can't take it, I'm thinking they might use Luna's body and her imagination, and like use her body as a manifestation to bring all these units in here, or all the units to Earth. And that's my biggest idea on this subject, so yeah, that's the reason why I think Luna might possibly die, as much as I'd hate for that to happen, because Luna's a really cool character. She's awesome. I love her. Don't get me wrong. She's a cool character. I like how she's hype. She can be hyper. I like her enthusiasm. I like everything about her. She's a really good character. She has a really good character customization, but development. As well as Arm, but Luna, she just feels more with Luna right now, you know? And, well, if you guys, just leave me, I want to hear what you guys think about this. I want to hear if you guys think that what I just said about the Blast Blade, how they have the same armor, just different names. So, if you think it's the same armor, just a different name for Blast Blade, tell me that. Rizu Kaiser, I really want to hear your words on this. Same for about the whole Luna possibly dying. Because this, I'm not gonna lie, this anime got dark. Like, it literally got darker than it did before. And, like, don't get me wrong, I still love this anime. But I feel like it got darker. For instance, first time I noticed it got darker was, I don't know. Probably, first time I noticed it got darker was probably around the time when they started fist fighting with Ibuki and, Shinome, I believe his name was. In the episode where they, look around the Midnight Sanctuary branch. But aside from that, and then it got really dark when excuse me. If you guys don't want to know what happened, and I hate literally saying you this right now, pause the video, go watch the first episode of Gear Gate, and then come back, because what I'm about to tell you is just a bit of a really big spoiler and also kind of dark. So I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. We're out of 10. Are you back? Have you guys paused the video? If not, then you guys have watched it at your own discretion. Ryuzu dies in the most horrific of ways, in my opinion. He not only coughs up blood, but he also literally gets set on fire and burns alive. And that was just, seeing that in Vanguard, anime that to me didn't really seem that, it seemed pretty like lighthearted in a way. Seeing that in Vanguard really just like, wow, this anime got darker. But yeah, anyway, if you got, I want to hear you guys' theories on the whole Blastblade idea or the whole Luna dying case. I want to hear you guys' theories on this. So, Risu Kaiser, I especially want to hear your content. I love you guys. Until next time, stay slacking. Love you guys. Stay safe out there.